Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Huge Quiz. Today, the concept of the quiz is very simple, but the task will not be. I have to name the 100 largest islands in the world. You can see that a few people have tried this already in the bottom left of the screen. I don't actually know how they did, but we'll see if I can improve upon their scores. And of course, right before we jump into this, as always, if you do like this kind of quiz and you want to see more of it, do let me know by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Thank you very much in advance for that. So, yeah, let's go west to east. We'll start with Hawaii here and move along accordingly. So, Kodiak. Is this like Chichagof or Baranof? Or is it Prince of Wales? Prince of Wales, nice. Okay, Vancouver. Should we just deal with the Canadian stuff now? I definitely don't know all of these. I can get some of them, but there are a lot of random Canadian Arctic islands, most of which are not particularly important. So, knock out Baffin, Ellesmere. We can get Victoria as the other big one. Devon, Somerset. What else have we got? Axel Heiberg is the one in the north. There's Melville. Southampton, I think. Oops, South, it gave me New Zealand. Southampton, okay. What's the one in the west? What is that called? Is that Banks? Yes, that is Banks. Nice, okay. Banks, Victoria, Melville, Cornwallis, I think? Good. Okay, this is going to start getting difficult, though. I'm not sure if I can name more. Melville. Gosh, like I've definitely looked at these before, and I should be able to remember the name of more, but this is quite a challenge. I will come back to it later, in case I get any inspiration. Go for Greenland now. Is that Disco? Good. Iceland. Let's deal with the rest of the Americas. We can do Newfoundland. Cape Breton. And Anticosti is this one here. Caribbean, Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, and Puerto Rico. All right, South America. So we have the inland stuff in Brazil, like the river islands. So Marajó is the one at the mouth. Marajó. And then I think Bananal is the one in Tocantins. Good. What the heck is this? Manaus is there. I have no idea what this is. I didn't even realize that there was a big island here. I actually scroll over 7,700 square kilometers. That's a lot of square kilometers, but I have no clue what that island is, so I'm going to have to skip that. We can get Chiloé in southern Chile, and then Tierra del Fuego in even more southern Chile, and Argentina, of course, and then the Falklands. East Falkland. Nice, okay, that is what it's called, good. All right, so this is a solid job. I mean, Canada's obviously a problem, and then the one in Brazil is just not going to happen. I feel like I can maybe get a couple more in Canada, but let's do Europe. For now, this should be a little bit easier. Ireland, Great Britain, Sardinia, Corsica, Sicily, Crete, and Cyprus, and Zealand. When do I want to deal with the northern stuff? Let's do the northern stuff now. So Svalbard, you can get Spitsbergen and Nordaustlande. And then you have Novaya Zemlya is Severny and Yuzhny, which just mean north and south. Going east, you have Komsomolets, I think is the north one. Komsomolets, October Revolution Island, and Bolshevik Island. Good. And then big one in New Siberia is called Kotelny. And then Wrangel is the one in the east. Good. Okay, I know my Russian islands a lot better than my Canadian ones. Let's do Indian Ocean, Madagascar, Sri Lanka. It's the Kerguelen Islands. I hope it's called Kerguelen. It is, nice. Okay, and now there are a lot of islands in Asia. Let's go north to south. Sakhalin, Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu, Taiwan, Hainan, Philippines. We can get Luzon, Mindoro, Palawan, Panay, Leyte, Samar, Negros, Mindanao, Indonesia, Sumatra, Bangka, Java, Sumbawa, Sumba. Why did it not give me Sumba when I typed Sumbawa? What the heck? I don't know. Borneo, Sulawesi, Flores, Timor. And in the east we have Halmahera. I always forget these. Biri, or Buru rather. Yep. And that one is called oh my gosh. Not Sabu. What the heck is it called? Why do I always forget? Seram. And then New Guinea. And good old Yos Sudarso Island. Followed by New Britain. And New Ireland. And then, is that Bougainville? Good. And then Tasmania. North Island. Grande Terre. Is that not what it's called? I thought that was what it was called. Okay, do you want me to say New Caledonia, I hope? Okay, fine. Viti Levu is the one in Fiji. And Antarctica exists. Although, I think there's like an Alexander Island somewhere. Okay, yeah, that's the only Antarctic island I can name off the top of my head. These are all like inland anyway. What the heck? Are these just like technically islands, but they're covered in ice, so you can't even tell anyway? Because, yeah, I'm not going to know the name of these unless there's one called Vostok, which there isn't. Or like Ross or Waddell or Bellingshausen or Drake or something like that. But maybe Shackleton. Name more explorers. Good lord. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's even worth it. I'm not gonna. I don't know what these are. So 88 is good. I feel like, man, I wonder if 90 is achievable. Like, I feel like Canada. Oh, man. Melville. Southampton, Somerset. What else is here? They're all like English, like things. You know, like British Empire sounding names. If that makes any sense. This is annoying. Like, I really need to study these because I don't know. It's good to just know these things. Like, I know the Russia ones. I should learn the Canada ones, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to come up with another one here. So, on the whole, I only missed one that was, you know, outside of the Arctic and Antarctic circles. So, that's pretty good, I think. I should. Antarctica, I don't feel bad at all. I think Canada is the only one that's like a little bit of a skill issue that I don't know a few more of these. Like this one is pretty big, and this one is pretty big. Like I should just know the names of them, but I don't. So I'm interested to know actually what the Brazil one is called as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give up here and quiz with 88 out of 100. And 20 missed are. Oof, okay. Prince Charles, yeah, like I said, Prince Charles, King William, Prince Patrick, Roosevelt was probably one of them, or that might have been. Oh, Bathurst is one of the Canadian ones. Roosevelt might be Antarctica, I'm not sure. Elif Ringness, I think that might be Canada too. I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not sure. Bilot, I don't know. Roosevelt, Berkner, Thurston, Seipel, Carney, and Tupinambarana, which I have to assume that's the Brazilian one. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel that bad about any of these. I think that like the top like five or so of these are the Canadian ones, and I think that they're knowable if you study your Canadian islands, but I haven't studied them in a lot of depth. So, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. Apparently, Ground Jordan got 100. He might be the GOAT, but I've also apparently played the quiz too, but it was like 2 years ago, so it doesn't count. So 88 out of 100 is good and an improvement over my previous 75. I've learned 13 islands in 2 years. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you guys have suggestions for quizzes that you want me to try, whether it's Huge Quiz or Jetpunk or Sporkle or whatever the heck, if there's any good quizzes you know of, please feel free to send them my way. I would be happy to give them a try. But for now, thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate your continued support, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.